继续纯剧情的第3章啊。Is something wrong, Kyosuke？ 他应该改变了过去都回来了是吧 ？I just noticed the number of uses on my attachment went down by 1. So you used it, huh? But what on earth for? I don't remember it at all. Normally, I return to the same spot with my memories intact. 对，这是区别。I wonder if you used it on the disk back in the lab. It was thanks to the time scar there that I even found it. I see, that makes sense. So have you removed the password on it? The disk score had found at the lab had been logged with a password. It caused me a lot of trouble, but I finally cracked it. Now we should be able to see all the data that's on this disk. 这个剧情我觉得有点太草率了，给了你这个2次机会，很明显这2次就是给剧情做铺垫，然后想都没想，这么小一件事情就用掉了。你要知道这种机会可以拿来救人的，好吧？你像 Oleg， 还为 Oleg 悲伤，你明明可以靠这个把他救回来。I wonder if something super secret is hiding inside. I hope we find out something important regarding Litsu. Let's just take a look, Yukiya, if you please. Sure, just a moment. Yukiya continues to operate his laptop. This might be serious. We'd moved to a side street to be alone. 想把世界观做大，结果感觉有点做砸了啊！当然，所有故事世界观结尾都很难的。你要自圆其说本来就很难。In this, what have you found? 开头是很容易的。A report on the killing of you and Shizuka Kamiji and capturing of Litsu. Oh? What? I know Litsu's parents were murdered, but why are these two things in the same report? This is outrageous. Yukiya, Tommy, before I go any further, I want to make sure you are ready. I'm fine. I'm not very resourceful, so all I can do is keep moving on. Very well then, a brief summary of the report is as follows. The parents objecting to their daughter being taken to the lab have been murdered, and their daughter Litsu forced into the lab. Huh? Litsu's parents, in other words, Hitomi's parents, were murdered by the dark side of Zena. Litsu is the strongest double psychic they had to experiment on her by any means necessary. Of course, her parents refused to comply with Zena. The dark side of Zena then took harsh measures against this obstruction. With both her parents gone, they successfully captured Litsu. Then, as you all know, she became a human test subject. This is just. Hey, Yukiya, Litsu. Does Litsu know this why our parents were murdered? I expect she does. According to this report, all of this happened in front of Litsu's eyes. Then she saw her mom and dad get murdered. That would be correct. Litsu, why didn't you ever mention this to me? Despite all that happened, does your kindness have no bounds? This report has something else of interest too. Litsu and Hitomi's parents were both psychics too. Given their age, they might even have been the world's first psychics. Despite that, Zena's dark side took preference in capturing Litsu. I suppose it makes sense, given the lab's purpose was to develop weapons. Hitomi and Litsu are double psychics, possibly born from unique parents. Litsu. Continuing this conversation won't get us anywhere. I'm sure everyone's going through a lot right now. Let's take a break. Fortunately, it will take some time for my preparation to be ready. I'm a little worried about what Litsu might do, but given the situation, it'd be hard to have a calm talk with her. Let's rest. Then you are dismissed. I will let you know later when we are meeting up. Okay, understood. Atua Joint World Library. The building is dead silent. Thanks to Yukiya, I was able to come here after it closed for the day. Why did you want to come here? I don't really know. I just wanted to be alone somewhere where I could think. I'd like to grant that request, but I cannot. I'm your bodyguard. I can't let you be on your own. Oh, I wanted to ask. You kept your memories of the disk, didn't you? Yes, I can perceive Kyosuke's chronokinesis. According to my memories, he used it to protect the disk. So then you know what the me in the other time axis was doing. Of course I know. Why? Are you curious? Yeah, could you tell me? I want to know what I was thinking then. Besides, I think talking to a friend would really help right now. So the day has come where I can give something to your sisters, huh? Fine. If it will make you feel better, I will stay with you until morning. I don't think you need to go that far, but thanks. Until a few days ago, I'd thought the ghost was just a criminal. But how should I feel now that I know this is past? What would I say if I could see her again? Oh, before we talk, could you excuse me for a moment? What's up? I need to go to the bathroom, one of the life's unavoidable things. Oh, sure, I will wait here. Be cautious. We don't know if something might happen. 肯定 happening. Don't be silly. You are just going to the toilet. Is she just a worrywart, or am I just not good at sensing danger? I'm sure Chisono would get mad at me for not being too aware. 又来了什么 Skiko-chan, that was quick. Did you forget something? You are not Skiko-chan, are you? 李子 哇 help me. Perfect, no need to overstay my welcome. 结束了是吗？哦 Hitomi, I heard a noise. What happened? Hitomi, where are you? Hitomi, sorry, I was just trying to reach a book and kind of fell over. Gee, don't make me worry. Are you hurt? I'm fine. My dad raised me to be a tough girl. You seem to have cheered up a lot. Have some kind of breakthrough. 这个比较好猜啊，这句情。Yeah, I can't keep worrying about this and that. I'm just me. I see. Well, that's all well and good then. But now you are here, and I'd like you to talk. Yeah, I want you to tell me about yourself. Really? Well, fine. If that's what you want, where should I start? Astaire, inside. Now then, everyone, I will go over the details of my preparations. Please do. I have high expectations. I wonder if I will be able to understand. I'm worried about the same thing. Thanks to Oleg's efforts, there are 800,000 copies of the report worldwide. Yuli being involved in unethical cloning is enough to make her lose her place in the Senate. As the report is on a hidden page, it's not public yet, but all we need to do is make it visible. First of all, I personally bought the copyright to this particular book. Okay, question. You bought it personally. Why not do it through XG? Well, my company doesn't deal in this business, and I figured I could use some book royalties. Plus, it will sell like hot cakes when people find out it was involved in US Senate scandal. I think you might be a little too business-minded. But the report can't be seen normally. No, how's that going to sell? I had more than one motive to buy it. This is where my plan comes in. You almost caused a misunderstanding there. As the copyright holder, I can amend the contents of the book, and I can push an updated version at any moment I choose. This will overwrite the old contents of the book when downloaded. What will your amendment change? It will bring the invisible into the public's eyes, that's all. So basically anyone who owns the book will be able to read the report. Yes, it will start a fire that even Iori can't put out. So you also bought the copyright to stop Iori overwriting it then. That I did. You thought of everything. She can't defend against this. It'd be better to start this right now, but we need to meet her first. You are meeting Iori. I'd prefer to resolve this without using my trump card. I'm first going to use it to negotiate, and Skiko will be with me. I doubt having me there will change anything though. It will. You and I have differing positions. Isn't that right? Positions. You will understand sooner or later. Now I will still have a while before I meet Iori, so let's go over stocks. Why would you choose that topic of conversation? For some quick cash. He wants to track which will rise after Iori is outed. Isn't that kind of cheating, like being an insider? Hey, if we have time, there's something I'd like to know about Iori. We can discuss that if you like. Go on. Okay, thanks. We spoke a little about it yesterday, but so I know a bit. But apparently, Iori came to Wizarok 9 years ago. Iori came here. Yeah, back then she was caught up in the war and shot several times in the chest. She wasn't a senator back then, so she wasn't taken back home. Instead, she was treated at a hospital here in Wizarok. She never exposes her chest in public. Is it because of her scars? A year later, she'd made a full recovery and returned to America. So that would be 8 years ago, in other words. Since I heard that, I've been wondering, just what is it Iori's feeling? Oi, Charity is all well and good, but there's a time and a place. If we leave her be the war will start again. Think of the casualties. Whatever she's feeling, this is the reality of it. Yeah, I guess that's right. At any rate, I hadn't heard any of this. Where did you find out about it? Oh, from Chisono. She was worried about me, so she looked into it. I see, that Chisono could definitely have done so much. Oops, it's almost time. Can I have a moment? I have a request. If your negotiations with Ioli break down, I want you to let me deal her the finishing blow. Skiko, just what kind of emotions does she hold toward Ioli? I don't mind leaving the end to you, Skiko, but Kyosuke, what do you think? What do I think? 选项来了是吗？ Respect Skiko's feelings. Yukiya 我估计是理性选项。I can sense something stronger than hate in Skiko's words. No, I can sense Skiko's determination. Before Skiko was completely dependent on Lisa. Now that she's making her own choices, I can't just deny them. If it's not a problem with you, Yukiya, I want to respect Skiko's wishes. Then I will leave it to her. Skiko, you decide when to push the button. Thank you for listening to my selfish request. It's time, let's get to our meeting. We can't keep a lady waiting. The Tower, Sky Garden. Kyosuke Ayana. Oh, I'm delighted you all come to see me. Is that what I should say? Save your lip service. We are here to crush you, depending on how it goes. You mean to crush Iori, Mikasa? What outrageous things you speak of. Even 7 shots to my chest couldn't put me in the ground. So you really were shot in this country. I was. You should be grateful to that gun, Skiko. Thanks to that. I was in this country long enough to take you and Lisa under my wing. The two of you had nowhere to go after leaving that lab, after all. Iori made a full recovery and returned to America 8 years ago. That's around when the lab was destroyed. So that's how they met. Hey, did she just say what I think she did? Yes, they did indeed become my children. Skiko, isn't this some kind of metaphor? No, Iori formally adopted me. I am indeed her daughter, just the same as Lisa is. According to the census, we are Lisa and Skiko Mikasa. When Yukiya mentioned Skiko's position, was this what he meant? You two are such trouble, still stuck in that rebellious age. Don't screw around. We are here to negotiate. You know we have the power to crush you. Perhaps I should have been more clear. You had no room to negotiate from the very beginning. Because you couldn't crush Iori, Mikasa, if you tried. You are the same as ever, always acting so strong. Hehe, I'm disgusted that my daughter would equate me with strength. You'd be this calm even though you may lose your Senate role. If you don't go along with our negotiations, that will be reality. Didn't I say strength isn't what defines me? None of you have been able to see who I am at my core. All of you have been led along by my strength. This isn't a bluff. We really will overthrow you. With the cloning report hidden inside that book the detective wrote. You knew about that. Of course, I said you had no room to negotiate, didn't I? Some of that might be the truth, but you are lying about some too. If you'd known, you would have taken measures against Oleg's book. But there's no evidence of you doing so. Even if you did know, you only found out about it recently. IXG's Japanese branch boy is the same as ever. I envy your parents. I have a family, but no parents. There's no need for envy here. Now about the report, my answer is, do as you please. Now, what of my position as a senator? I've never been working for America's peace. That's no longer necessary for my own ambitions. That stage passed long ago. As long as I have the strongest psychic, I need nothing else. Wait a moment. You betrayed Lisa, didn't you? Boys will remain boys, I guess. Who makes Lisa the strongest? The strongest psychic has 2 activatory organs. They can use any PSI in theory. No way. Essentially, one psychic only has 1 activatory organ. Even Lisa does. Due to that, Lisa can't use PSI such as telepathy. There's only one person in the world with both extrasensory and psychokinesis organs. And if in theory, one organ allows for multiple PSI, then Iori's target is Hitomi, the strongest psychic, is none other than Hitomi Akaneko. Have you resorted to lying now? Even if she is strongest, why should we do as you say? What if Hitomi was already in the palm of my hand? Huh? What? You are lying. Hitomi, that's enough. Come over to my side. Hitomi, I'm sorry, everyone. What's going on? I spoke to Iori this morning, and I came to know what she's thinking. And so I decided to cooperate with her. Hitomi! Wait, Hitomi-chan. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but I already decided. Now, do you understand what I meant when I said you had no room? Hitomi, I no longer need to be a senator. I need not their dealings. The strongest psychic will soon be born. With it, the power to create a new history. And then those things of my past will matter. Not even some trivial cloning experiments. 一点也不惊讶，好吗？你看完之后 ，Feel free to try and stop me. Maybe if you succeed, there will be room to negotiate again. 这种反派的固有情节，就是在大决战之前搞了一副绝对强者的样子，最后还是输了，可就这样了。I'm a busy person up. 如果说那个坏结局，很可能他会赢啊，这是确定。但如果是什么金色结局啊、粉色结局，肯定败。I'm a busy person, so it's time I took my leave. Come along, Hitomi. Yes, let's do our best together. Do our best together. Only moments ago, she would have been saying that to us. Something strange, something. 因为她不是 Hitomi， 就这么简单。真正的 Hitomi 就被关起来。There are a lot of things we should say, but nobody speaks. We were beaten by the person known as Iori. That makes us silent. 结束了吧？还没结束。La Tower Lab Ruins. 离池卡米吉。Hitomi, are you here? Answer me. Hitomi, thank God, you are just sleeping. I need to tell Tsukiko I can no longer move her by my... That's as far as you go. Who's there? I'm just me. I'm Lisu Kamiji. You are me? No, that's wrong. So Iori's gone as far as to make things like this, huh? You are not me. You are just a fake. Isn't that right? Don't you realize this fake is going to become the real Lisu Kamiji? Don't make me laugh. What's going on? 这就是真正的内战。Your arm should have been blown across the room by now. You are on the verge of death, yet you use PSI so well. Congratulations. I don't need to be complimented by you. Isn't the reason why my arm isn't blown across the room obvious? How could I call myself Lisu Kamiji if I couldn't even teleport? I've already been implemented with your PSI. No one would ever know I'm not the real Lisu. Iori, you really went this far. But as of right now, it's true I am not the real Lisu Kamiji. Therefore, I shall lower my form into that of a forgery. I will change to a color that surpasses even Lisu Kamiji. Color? 啊，我还正愁这个问题呢。这样改发色就能看出来原种跟克隆人了。It changed color. That's I got this from Iori. It's my true color. I have inherited a small part of Iori's DNA. It's like a brand. These genes are proof that I was created by Iori. I can't defeat Lisu Kamiji and take her place while I am the same color. That's how I feel. Take my place. That's the best joke I've ever heard. Thank you kindly. You are not fit to be Lisu Kamiji, leader of the new world. That new world will be led by Iori. You don't need to worry. Now the reason I am here is to protect against Hitomi being rescued, and for one more thing, to eliminate Lisu Kamiji when she comes here. 这个是真的，这个是假的，然后现在被关在这儿是真的，那外面那个就是假的，所以一切都是不好解释。That's a rather dangerous thing to say, but of course your arrival at this time is a threat to Iori. Are you saying you wish to fight me? That is correct, for as long as you exist, I cannot be Lisu Kamiji. The leader of the new world does not back down. I will take you on. Such resolve, you have my respect, though we may be enemies. Let's change locations. I don't want Hitomi to be when I destroy you. Very well. We do not want to lose Hitomi Akaneko either. The western battlefield. Think you can make it there? I could ask you the same thing with your body in that state. That's it. That's the kind of Lisu Kamiji I need to become. 这样这里就空出来了是吧？I won't run and I won't hide. 这个剧情啊，你要放在10年前很精彩。就比如说0708年，那时候克隆不是才刚刚面世最火的话题嘛，现在就已经那样了，已经过时了。I won't run and I won't hide. This right here is the real Lisu Kamiji. 这作品出来就1718年， 可能还更晚啊，但应该不会晚于2018年。封面可能有，但是反正也是15年之后的东西。I won't run, I won't hide. This right here is the real List Kamiji. That's right. For now, you are the genuine deal. Allow me to name myself for the time being. My development name is R1 啊，另外一个就是 R2。This shall be the last time I use it. After this battle, I will be List Kamiji. Haven't you told enough jokes? Please don't be so hasty. Our special guest has only just arrived. Special guest 啊，来了是吧 ？So this was where you chose, like mother, like daughter, I suppose. You don't need to worry. I'm just an observer here. It's only natural to want to watch my lovely daughter's big moment. Lovely daughter, is that meant to be me or your creation? Oh, I wonder. You can decide for yourself. 好了 My observations can't keep up. I can't grasp her movements. 开始神仙打架了是吧 ？From behind， 什么乱七八糟的意思 ？If I'd been 0.12 seconds slower, I'd have been raised from this earth. How do you have such power when your body is wasting away? What? Why would you ask that? The reason I have this power is because I'm already dead. 选个奇葩的。I'm going to die anyway. There's no point holding back. I can go all out. So you are ready to die. Is that the way List Kamiji fights? As the person who will lead the world, there is no way I can lose. Very well. Though I can't say that I understand. If you win by fighting until you die, what will be left? The wreckage of an android and dead sidekick is all. Yuri Red is more suited to leading this new world. Say what you will. I still have no intention of being defeated. R1, it seems I can't use electrokinesis against you. How do you? How? Because I tried, of course. You didn't realize. You managed to do all that just now. Something blocked my electrokinesis. A safeguard, I suppose. I was created by Yuri. Of course, she'd install a measure against it. Well then, it seems something going to have to be erased. Do you mean the safeguard, or do you mean R1? I will leave that to your imagination. 是有点乱 Astaire. Now I've had one piece of information coming. Yuri carried something into this country in utmost secrecy. Unfortunately, I don't yet know what that was, but it wasn't that large, at most the size of a living person. It doesn't seem like it's any sort of weapon, but... Oi, what's with this attitude? We are not at a funeral here. Hitomi Akaneno is not dead. All she did was double-cross us. And that's the biggest problem. Muddy, calm down. Getting into an argument won't bring her back. I know how she feels, but we really need to stay calm right now. I know that, but we can't just sit here. There has to be something. If there isn't, go good grief. I know you are in shock, but if we lounge around, a war rally might start. This isn't the time to be waiting around, but you don't have a concrete plan to stop Iori. Do you, Yukiya? Unfortunately, no. But Kyosuke, you are not about to back down either, are you? Of course not. Why don't we go back to looking into Lisa's actions? She's deeply involved with Hitomi and Iori. It could lead to something. I see. Given the information. Didn't I see someone just now? What just? Did you guys just see something? Oi, don't start saying you've seen a ghost now. 啊，对他们这三个人都是人类啊，只有一个人是身体被改造过的，就是个男主。Yukiya, that memo there, was it always there? Yukiya looks shocked by the piece of paper that's appeared in front of him. No, this isn't mine. I'm sure it wasn't here a moment ago. What's written on it? It's a rushed scribble, but it says Hitomi Lab. 啊，去那个研究室救 Hitomi 是吧 ？What's Hitomi Lab? No, it's two words, lab, short for laboratory. Laboratory, so as in the Latoa lab. Do you think that's where Hitomi is? Perhaps, but the problem is who left this note? 肯定就是他了。Iori might be luring us into a trap here. I don't think that's right. It's all scribbled down, so I can't read it clearly, but I think I know this handwriting. I think Liz wrote this. and this memo just appeared in front of us. Perhaps she's teleported in, dropped it off, and teleported away again. Well, I don't have a basis of which to deny it. We can't exclude the possibility that Liz is luring us in herself, but Liz wouldn't do such a mean thing. It's fine. Let's go. Well, even I'm human, I don't want to doubt people very well. Oh, there was a sudden sound from Yuki's PC and a blinking mail icon. You have an email. Yeah, I set eyes and ears up to look out for Iori and Liz's actions. Oi, this was real. Yuki looks somewhat shocked as he scans over the email. What happened now? I don't know the details, but there's a psychic about in the West battlefield. That's so not only psychics, but those with offensive PSI. It might be Lizi. In that case, she must have dropped off the memo mid-battle. So that's why it looks so rushed and is at a bare minimum of words. Anyway, let's get moving. We will split into 2 groups. Marty and I will go to the Latour lab. 那还是你们俩是吧？然后 so Tsukiko and I will go to the battlefield. Very well. Okay. Marty, take care of Hitomi for me. Just leave it to me. If Liz Raleigh is fighting on that battlefield, then she put herself at a lot of risk to deliver that memo. Could this be the move that turns the tables in our favor? Marty, we are running. In fact, yeah, the Ayana Detective Office won't let things end here. 差不多了，这个结束了。然后最后一章起步就是在那个研究室了，在研究室把那个救出来啊。这第4章已经结束了，先掐一下。啊不，第3章已经结束了，先掐一下。下一期就是正式开始第4章了，最后一章。